to live our own truth and our truth, that this coming year we were going to be called to step into our true alignment and take our spot, our purpose. What I'm seeing is that it is our own self-doubt and unworthiness that keeps us from achieving the things that we set out to do when we chose to come to this planet. There's nothing scarier than admitting what it is that you are afraid of. It takes more courage than anything else to admit where you feel your shortcomings. It takes the most courage to step forward and keep going in the face of fear. At this time, we are seeing the deconstruction of the faulty foundations that we've built our society upon, and that, of course, elicits a lot of fear. When the fragmented part of your foundation is pulled out, it makes you question your entire sense of self. I chose to never forget. I've always known what I came here to do. Since I was 2 years old, speaking of the prophecy that were to come and my part in leading the change and universalizing wakefulness on the planet. To step up as a leader of leaders and a teacher of teachers, not because I know best or because I'm better. See, it's these faulty beliefs that we have, the misjudgments we have about our own true potential. That is what causes all of the hate and suffering that we experience in our lives. When we feel jealous of someone else, it is because we have split ourselves off from the part of us that carries that thing that we are looking at in the outside, and we feel powerless to be or do what we are seeing. My entire life I've heard, "You're too nice," or "Why do you only see the good in people?" I started to believe that maybe that was a weakness for a while. I separated myself from people because I didn't know who I could trust. And it's because I completely lacked trust and love in myself. I had to turn the focus completely inside, and I am still learning every single day, as we all are, on how to trust my own internal guidance system when I have been taught that it's a faulty compass. But truly, we need to empower one another. We need to see the light in each of us. We need to look through the eyes of a curious child. We need to not judge or hold resentment. If you are holding resentment, or you feel like someone or something in this world is against you, just know that who you are really judging and feeling that is turned against you is you. It's time for us to go inside and find those parts, and when it's mirrored to us in the outside reflection, to not hate that reflection, to not try to throw paint on the mirror in order to not see that reflection. It's not about breaking the mirror and raging against. It is about empowering one another to stand together. Because when we are standing in our true alignment, that is when we create a new world. This new world that all of the spiritual communities have been talking about. It isn't some almighty God or the second coming or another universe that's just gonna fly over and we're gonna jump on there and it's gonna be all bliss. No, we haven't fixed any of the problems that exist within us. And until we make a conscious choice to stop projecting the hate and hurt that we feel within on the outside, and make that conscious choice, and yes, it's painful, and of course, is going to cause us fear. And our ego is going to tell us, no, don't do that. You're going to die. Because the last time we did that, we got hurt. But when you allow for the hurt of what they do to change your feelings about you, that is when the self-hate grows and grows. Don't hate them for what they don't know. Because if you do, understand that it's your job to teach them how to treat you. I see all of our true potentials. I see the world, the heaven on earth that we all came here to create together in a cohesive flow of love and joy, abundance and bliss. We have all been straddling two worlds, one of truth and one of illusion. We've been socialized to believe that the illusions are true and the truth are illusions, ingrained with fear programming that triggers our human survival and keeps us complacent. I understand how incredibly scary it is to walk the path you feel calling you forward, that the world tells you doesn't exist or that will end you. I too have reached terrifying choice points throughout my life, and I am currently standing at a crossroads with you all. Turn left and step into my role as a leader, or turn right and consciously know that I'm choosing my own fearful ego's cries to keep myself hidden. I understand how tangible all of the stuff that we have around us, and how all of these things comforted us when we felt so alone here. I understand how vulnerable you feel to stand up and say something when you see injustice, or when you receive a message of truth, the divine, and everyone around you is not hearing the message that is exactly the missing piece they need to hear so that they don't walk right off the cliff that is in front of them that they can't see. I feel that fear every time that I'm in public, when spirit comes to me and says, please go to my person and tell them that I love them, that I'm right here, because they can't see, hear, feel, or smell me anymore, and they think that I'm gone. I've become very creative in giving those messages in a way that doesn't make me feel terrified of upsetting someone. It's only when I feel completely in alignment and feeling great about me that I have the confidence in myself enough to get out of my own way and allow the messages from Source to channel through me all day. Because there's nothing in the world that lights me up more than sharing my gift with this world. To stay in the frequency of Source all day, it's the most bliss-filled, peaceful place I've ever experienced on this planet. There's absolutely nothing in this world that I love more than receiving messages from Source and allowing people to be released from the pain that has held them captive. My frequency shakes up the stuckness inside of them, and I transmute it in the earth, turning it into positive energy. But I've witnessed how my process triggers onlookers, and I've learned not to take it personally because it has nothing to do with me. And when they do come towards me, they happily release the shadows that were holding them in separation. I'm being called to go, but I didn't feel ready. So I asked for my sign from the universe. Everything says, yes, this is it. Go and speak to the hearts and souls of all who walk with us. But the fearful ego says, are you kidding me? Are you stupid? No. And my soul knows that there is no risk other than the risk of keeping myself small and playing safe. Because now I see that my fear is actually hurting the ones who are waiting for my puzzle piece. We all hold a unique and special puzzle piece that is specific to us in our frequency. With even one piece missing, we can, as a collective, never see the whole picture. And now we are at the ending of the second phase of ascension. And I hear my people saying, come on, we're all here. We're waiting on you. So I asked God for guidance as I drove down the street today. And literally, 2 seconds later, I see these people standing on the road with signs saying, "Jesus loves you. Just go. Just say yes, he's walking with you." They literally are shaking these signs at me, and I burst into tears because I know I am afraid of being known. I am terrified that they won't listen because I have not been listening. I've been following playing it safe role for so long, and I know that every time this energy of go comes in and I hesitate for even a moment, I miss the doorway and I stay stuck in the hard way. I simply just don't have the energy to do it the hard way anymore, of trying so hard while holding the frequency in alignment with my soul's calling. I keep trying to find my people to stand with me, and I keep being shown that they are already standing and waiting on me, so that we can put all of our puzzle pieces together to unify the field of consciousness and work as a cohesive flow of love in harmony to accelerate the awakening, catching them before they fall into fear as the faulty foundations collapse. But I can't lead if I don't follow my own guidance of God. It would be easier if I didn't know with every fiber of my being why I came to this planet. Those of us who came here to wake up the sleeping world didn't choose easy life paths, because you can't lead someone out of the darkness if you have always been in the light. I completely understand how crazy it is to say, I am a guardian of this planet. I chose to incarnate at this time to assist in the activation of the truth vibration so that you no longer are deceived by the illusions and fear programming. I am a leader of light who chose in with a mission to activate the living light codes within you. I am here to offer assistance in the universal awakening process. Follow me. I will be your guide. I understand the fear program that comes up as I speak these words, because you have been deceived into believing that you are a limited being on a planet that is surrounded by billions of galaxies, yet this is the only planet containing intelligent life. Yet that isn't even a probable statement, let alone an intelligent one. I've been afraid to step up and say, allow me to lead, because I know deception has plagued every form of leadership upon this planet, and my intention is to never elicit fear through my channel. Now I know that it is time for me to not be afraid to speak my truth, to step into the light of my purpose. I wanted to share this very personal message with all of you, because I consider all of you who listen to be my family. And as if a small child who is afraid, I am asking for your love and support as I step up into my role and purpose, and as we step into the third phase of ascension. I ask that you walk with me. And if I ever lose my way, please remind me of who I am by being and knowing your own truth. I love you all from the deepest depths of my soul. And I can't do this without each and every one of you. Just be you. The time is now.